Alright, so we are going to review the Nike LeBron Zoom Soldier 7. And since 98 here, and this is going to be an in-depth performance review. So, start off on the looks of the shoe, some of the features. It's got Nike Zoom cushioning in the toe, right about here. It's the 10mm bag. It's straight up and down, and one in the heel as well. It's one of the bigger bags. I'm not sure how big it is. It's not like the strip one. It's actually like just a bag. It's about that big. I know it covers most of the swoosh. That's what I saw when I looked it up online. So overall, I think it looks pretty good. This is the white university red and black colorway. You have the backwards Nike swoosh here, like you do on the LeBron 10 as well. And you got the swoosh here on the toe. You got the strap here with the white LJ and the red crown. You have the diamond pattern here. It's not a pattern, it's actually like foam. Little diamonds here and as well as on the tongue. I'm not sure if you can see that. On the tongue there. There we go, on the tongue there. It's also on the LeBron James logo here. There's also raised diamonds. So, it looks pretty good. It's definitely, I think, is its best feature. Maybe second best. To start off, we're going to go with comfort. I give it a 5 out of 10 just because of the problem I had with the insole. Sorry, I can't really tell where I'm on the camera. Right there, near the inside of the foot, right where the arch starts. You can see that it kind of like flips up. That happens on a lot of shoes. I don't know why, but that's what happens, and it's very uncomfortable for me at least. It's not too bad, but you feel it. So I give it a 5 out of 10 because of that. When you get a custom insole like I don't have them out, but they're a lot nicer. And I give it an 8 out of 10 that way because it fixes that problem. So it's a 5 out of 10 dead stock for comfort. And we're going with a dead stock review, not my custom version of the shoe. Alright, next we have breathability. Not good at all. Definitely the worst part of the shoe is the breathability. There is nothing in terms of breathability. You have this right here, this little triangle, and the mesh tongue. That's it. That's it. And I don't sweat a lot, but I was pretty sweaty in these. I mean, it's not going to do anything, but it'll just make it smell more quicker. That's pretty much it. So right there in the tongue. So I give it a 2 out of 10. Not at all what you are hoping for compared to last year. I mean, last year with the 6s, they were all mesh, pretty much. The whole thing was mesh. Like, it was very good. I gave it a 10 out of 10, but I didn't do reviews for those, so I didn't add it into the system. Next, we have traction. It's probably the best part of the shoe, I'd say. You have the intricate diamond pattern on the bottom, and it is awesome. I played it on... It's a weird kind of court they have at my school. We have the regular basketball court, which is brand new, but we also have a field house, and it's like tiles. They're like rubbery tiles, and it feels the same, ball bounces the same, but, I mean, on those, I had perfect traction. The only reason I don't give it a 10 out of 10, you can see down there it's the same. The only reason I don't give it a 10 out of 10 is because of outdoors, they get pretty beat up pretty quick. The rubber is very, 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 very soft. It doesn't work well outside. I would not recommend these for an outside use, like hard basketball use. I mean, if you're just going to wear them outside, there's no big deal. But if you're going to be playing serious basketball, I wouldn't recommend these shoes if it's going to be outside. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for those. Next we have style. I give it an 8.5. I already showed you most of the shoe. It looks good. I mean, that's gonna be the main thing. That's the thing that everyone notices when they see you wearing them. They're not gonna care about the breathability or the comfort or the traction. They're gonna care about how they look. And I give it an 8.5. When it comes to looks, I think it looks very good. My only complaint is the this right here. I don't get this at all. I mean, you hardly notice it, and it's not even like mesh. I could see if it was mesh and it's helping breathability, but it's not. I think it just looks dumb. Mine are little wrinkles, you can tell because I played basketball in them. But I mean, I just think it looks dumb. But other than that, I mean, it's a good look. It looks good. I don't know if I should take off a 1.5 for that, but I did. Next is support. I give it a 9 out of 10. Support-wise, it's very stiff all over. My voice is cracking. This is very stiff here. The hyperfuse material that they use on it, very stiff here. I mean, it's barely pliable. Like, I'm really actually pushing down pretty hard. Like, artists to push down. That's how it moves. I actually had to push down like with 2 fingers to get it to move a lot. So it's pretty stiff. It's good. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for that. This video's running a little long. Sorry. And finally, we have cushioning. I give it an 8 out of 10. I mean, the Zoom does what it's supposed to do. Maybe even a little more than it needs to do, because it does seem a little too cushioned. Where if I try to plant my foot, like if I'm gonna say I'm playing basketball right now, my foot's in this, and I want to make it cut. When I push down like that, I'm not gonna do it all the way because I don't want to wrinkle them more than they already are. But when I like really push down hard, my foot will actually sink down. I know it's like squishing the bag too much. I'm not sure if that's just my shoe. Maybe they didn't fill the Zoom airbag here enough, so it's I don't know what it is, but it may be a little too much for its own good. So that's why I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. I mean, the cushioning's great, but it's a little bit too much actually for basketball. And this is a performance review, so I mean, if you're just gonna wear them, it's great. So a total out of 60 is 41.5. And I'm going to rate all the shoes that I do reviews on out of 60. And that's for performance reviews. So, this video went a little long. I apologize, but that's it for this one. See you next time.